So here's a little story about going camping out of town with two of your cousins in a car that chooses to be difficult. So today's Monday, yesterday was Sunday. Yesterday we got to the campground, got our tent set up, got settled in, and then we decided, hey, let's go check out a swimming spot. There's two swimming areas at this campground. So we went and checked out one. Okay, that's cool, but before we get in, let's just go see what the other one looks like. Just because. Went to the other one, checked it out. Okay, this looks cool, but we think we like the first one better. One of the two cousins says, hold on, I forgot something at the campsite. She forgot her swim shoes. It's just like little sandals to keep rocks and things from poking at your feet. So we got in the car, and I was in the passenger seat. My cousin was the driver. Try to start it. Click, 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 click. Nothing happening. We got relays, we got a fuel pump, we got the little chimes in the dash. Nothing else happening. So my cousin lets out an F-bomb and, she just lowers her head. And it was a frustrating moment, guys. And what's really puzzling is the battery in this car. It's a 2015 Equinox. The battery was replaced about 2 weeks ago. And it's not starting. So it's like, how is this possible? And this car has a dash cam in it that stays plugged in all the time. The camera wakes up when the car starts. And I'm thinking, okay, that's gotta be it. Something aftermarket that's plugged in, that's constantly pulling power. That's gotta be what's going on here. Unplug the camera. So we called the park rangers. Hey, can you guys come jumpstart us? Said, yeah, sure, give us a little bit. Where are you? And we told them where we were. Yeah, we'll probably send a law enforcement officer to you and they can help you out. Okay, cool. And the car had sat for a few minutes and we're like, try it again, see what happens. The car started. It's like, okay, how close is the nearest AutoZone? That's where the battery had come from and we got a warranty on it. I mean, it's 2 weeks old. The warranty's gotta be good, right? And the nearest AutoZone was 2 miles, so we drove there. And one of the guys, super helpful guy, I don't remember his name, I'm sorry. But he came out, put his tester on it, and said, yep, it's a dead battery. And we're all looking at each other, it's just puzzled, like, how does this happen? It's 2 weeks old. And again, I'm thinking and telling my cousins, like, hey, it's possibly that dash cam. So, and then the guy is looking under the hood. Now, the computer that controls the engine on this car sits on top of the battery. It's kind of dumb, I know, but that's the way they built the car. And the guy says, I can give you a new battery, but I can't touch that computer. And I asked him, I said, hey, is that like a liability thing? And he says, yeah. I said, okay, no problem. And all that holds the battery in and the computer and all that, it's two 10mm bolts. So I just asked the guy, it's like, hey, I know you can't touch it, I get it. Can I borrow some tools for a few minutes? He says, yeah, sure. I'm like, okay. He goes in, comes back out with a basic little wrench and socket set. and get a 10mm wrench out and start taking it apart. And then I think, as I'm taking it apart, I think he realized it's not as involved as he thought it was. And, he's just genuinely a nice guy. So he took over, started doing it, and I'm like, okay, have fun. Got the battery out, put the new battery in, got it all hooked up. AutoZone guy looks to my cousin, hey, try it, see if it starts. Started right up. Okay, cool. We finished, buttoning up everything under the hood. And the guy had told us, it's not like he was pressuring us for time. He was just saying, hey, you're my last customer today. And so then the mistake, if you want to call it that, happens. We weren't ready yet. We had gotten some things out of the car because we're thinking, we're probably going to be here for a while waiting on a tow truck because we were thinking the car was dead. My cousin had tried, so the car started when the AutoZone guy was there. And the AutoZone guy declared victory and, hey guys, I'm going home for today. And we told him, thank you so much. He left. My cousin turned the car off so we could get ready to go again. And we get ready to go. We're all loaded in. She tries starting it again. Click, 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 click. And we're like, what's the deal? This battery is brand new. It's like 20 minutes old and it's not. Why? So we go back into the AutoZone, and then we find the 20-year-old employee that just doesn't seem to care about anything other than, his hourly rate. And we asked, hey, do you know of any mechanics in town? Because we have AAA on this car. So we could call AAA tow truck, have it towed to a decent mechanic, have them do their thing. And the guy says, oh yeah. He pulls out a business card, hands it to my cousin. My cousin's like, okay, great. Do you know what their hours are? How far away are they? Then the guy, stupidest question ever, guys. How much gas do you have? He straight face, he asked that. And we're like, dude, the car does not start. It doesn't matter if it's half tank, full tank, quarter tank. It don't matter. The car does not start. We could have 100 gallons of fuel. That's not going to help the situation. So I took the message that this guy wasn't trying to help anyone. And I slowly, body language, turned my body away from the counter, facing the door, trying to politely signal to my cousin, let's just go. So we take the card. Oh, and he also the young employee, my cousin asked, how far away is it? What are their hours? And he says, I don't know. I don't know if it's a physical location or if he's a mobile mechanic. I don't know. Just call this number and he can help you out. And I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. Bye. So we go back outside. My cousin calls AAA. And she gets the robot automated system that just everyone hates those, right? So while she's on the phone with the robot, I got the key, got in the car. I'm thinking, it's been a couple minutes. Let's see what happens. Tried it, same thing, clicking noises, nothing else. And then when she's done with the robot call, which was a good 10 minutes, which I think is a little crazy. I got in the car, tried again. Car fired off. I looked at them, was like, guys, we're leaving, like, right now. Because I don't know how long it's going to live for. And I was revving it, holding it, 1,000, 1,200 RPM, trying to get that charging system going so it doesn't die on us. So all the way back to the campsite, which only about 2.5 miles. Anytime we're at a stoplight, I'm holding that RPM up. So it's just, I'm afraid it's going to die. And we get to the campsite, and our driveway is fairly long, about 40 feet long. So I backed it in all the way to the end of the driveway because it's a front-wheel drive car. I'm thinking, if it never starts again, we want the front wheels facing out. That makes it easier on the tow truck driver, right? And I backed it all the way in so the tow truck driver has plenty of room to do their job. We parked the car. We're all tired. We're all frustrated. We just sit around camp for the rest of the night. So then, next day, today, this is Monday, we AAA in the phone call yesterday, the automated thing said that AAA has a preferred mechanic close to us. It was like a 12-minute drive. So this morning, as soon as that mechanic opened, we called them, said, hey, we got this car, and also the parts store guy said, it's probably your alternator. So we called the repair shop, hey, we got this car, parts store thinks it's the alternator, can you help us? And the guy says, yeah, sure, come on over. So we all get in the car, and I was driving today. I waited till we were in the car, buckled up, had the GPS pulled up. There is no delay. As soon as that engine starts, we're leaving. Because I don't want it sitting idle. And I started it, just hoping and praying, and it started up. Thank goodness. Drove straight to the mechanic. We get there, go in, tell the guy, hey, this is the trouble we're having. And he says, all right. And he took our phone number and email and all that fun stuff. And he says, and he told us it was roughly like $160 for the diagnostic. It's like, okay, cool. And so we went to Wendy's and got our second breakfast. I still got my cup right here. We were just hanging out in Wendy's for a while, waiting because the guy said he would text us when it's ready. He said specifically he would text us a quote, like an itemized list of, hey, this is what's wrong. What do you want to fix? What do you not want to mess with today? Approve, decline. My cousin gets a text, and all the text says is service complete. There's no quote, there's no nothing. It just says service complete. And I'm like, uh-huh. The car realized it was at the doctor's office, and it decided to be on best behavior. So we walked back to the mechanic, and the guy says, yeah, I tried it several times, on, off, left it in the sun for a little while to see if maybe it's a heat situation where it gets hot, it doesn't want to do it. Don't see a problem here. So the guy happily took, $160 for a problem he couldn't find. And so, and I was saying to my cousins, like, as soon as he says he can't find the problem, we're going to get in that car to leave, and it's not going to start. We got in the car, and it starts. And I'm like, just, okay, whatever. So now we're back at our campsite. And hopefully it will behave itself tomorrow when we want to go back home. So that's today's adventure. Half a day and $160 to hear, I don't know. Which, I mean, to be fair, the guy can't sell a service when he doesn't, he's not just going to put parts in it when he doesn't see an issue. So, that's our story. Thanks for watching, guys. Try to have a better day than we are. Bye.